everyone in between. Do you guys want to say hi to YouTube, please? I would appreciate it. Hi, YouTube. Hi, welcome on in. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Hey, we are doing Arcane here live. We tend to go live throughout the week. We tend to do this Fridays and Sundays mostly, but throughout the week, we tend to have some surprise streams like today. Today is Independence Day, and we just decided might as well jump on in here and have a special little one. You guys can see everyone just blah, blah, blah. Guys, drop some Doritos, drop some hell yes for everyone on YouTube. In case you guys don't know, hi, my name is Ed. I'm a psychologist. And I love to go ahead and analyze video games, anime, and everything in between. I do tend to take my time with shows. So if you guys don't like someone pausing and talking about it and analyzing and trying to go ahead and figure stuff out, you know, just giving you that heads up, that's what we tend to do a lot. We tend to go ahead and talk about it, analyze it, go through as much information as we possibly can, understand the power dynamics, character dynamics, attachments, everything you name it. That's what we're here for. Guys, all of these videos are more than likely unmonetized. So if you guys like the content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below if there's any other thing you should go, like we should go ahead and look at. Guys here on Twitch, yo. Same for you guys as well. Remember, once we're done with the show, another one comes through and replaces it, and you guys have the opportunity to go ahead and throw that in there. With that being said, we've already watched episode 1, and episode 1 for the past day has left an impression on me. Let me give you guys a quick little recap for those of you guys that don't know. Episode 1 introduced the differences between higher society and lower society in these power dynamics, right? And through that, it's already introduced a wide range of characters that each one has their own purposes as to what is happening in this world, in this environment and everything, right? We have the ragtag group of kids who are trying to go out and survive by stealing, taking what they need to do to make their ends meet and survive, while also having a little bit of a, I don't know how to put it, like disgruntled sense of purpose, of identity, of whatever, because the higher levels in that society don't necessarily like them. There's a whole wide range of aspects and things in here. All I know is powder must be protected. I've never played League of Legends, so if you know anybody that plays League of Legends that can teach me, do reach out. I literally will respond. I am sorry for those of you guys on Twitter that have been like, hey dude, like, can you help me out with this? I haven't been able to. My desktop took a poop. But do let me know, like, if there's anybody out there that's willing to teach me how to play League of Legends. Powder must be protected, and if that's true, drop some Doritos, drop some hearts on the YouTube. I feel like V and so many of these characters just need some love, just need some therapy, just need like a good fundamental change. So with that being said, guys, let's just jump into it. Let's go, guys. Oh crap, we're going immediately with the intro. Or not? Oh shit, okay. No, you guys get no sound. You guys get no sound. You guys are punished. Punished snakes. All right, there you go.
You really went to the Undercity to get these? Weren't you afraid?
A little danger is worth the risk, don't you think? Careful. That's your parents' money you're dropping.
Before we continue... I feel like you guys already know what I'm going to ask. Oh, God. Okay. Before we continue, I like the voice art. The voices are so good, man. But one thing I do want to ask is these immediately, just off of this, right?
A little danger is worth the risk, don't you think? Careful. That's your parents' money you're dropping.
Just off of this immediacy, I love the way that this is set up. Which is, it feels like we're university students. It feels like we might be fresh out of college or in college or something, right? Like, or it might be high school. I don't know, Japan settings. But I don't think this was made in Japan. This was an American studio, right? But for me, immediately, it gives me that vibe like, okay, you're trying to make friends. There might be that like secret little areas of tension. There might be those aspects of like, can this friendship blossom into something more? But just hearing, hey, you're dropping your parents' money. Oof. I wonder how much of, and I want to make sure I heard this right.
Careful. That's your parents' money you're dropping.
I wonder how much of that identity comes through with it, right? I.e., how much of your parental roles in this world particular, and in your world as well, how much of your parental roles do you have to step on as well? Because that is a shadow, right, that often we have to overcome. The expectations, the unknown expectations that not our parents place, but our society places on us based on parental roles. So going through something like that, I wonder how much of an effect that's going to have on that, because it's sort of like the first line that gets thrown at her, right? Which is like, oh yeah, like, the careful, that's your parents' money. Oof. If there's a big reason to like look into this show, if there's a big reason to like look into this show in particular, these first 30 something seconds have already established a setting for this, right? Like someone that's youthful, that's trying to go to break out of something, being reminded of those parental roles that are set. Just like a majority of us, if you have older siblings, if you're the youngest sibling and or the older sibling, and you often get compared to one another, how does that feel for you when that comparison does happen? Ooh. Oh, what a lovely show, man.
Hello? Is someone in there?
Oh shit, it's all interconnected.
Hey, open up!
Bruh. Whoa. Oh no. Oh no, bro. Don't hit me in the feels. Bruh.
No, wait.
Oh shit. Hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Rudius, is that you? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's a fucking wizard. Hold on. No, it's not me. I know I'm the Eterino, the Psycho-Reno, the Wizard Reno, who comes down and brings all the Reaction-Renos with them. Crossover episode. It's a wizard. No. Legitimately. When I'm looking at this, something that comes to mind is, what does it mean to encounter someone of greater power, right? Let's throw this out there for yourselves, right? Have you guys ever been completely starstruck? And by this, I mean unexpectedly starstruck. Either you met someone with enough charisma or riz, literally, that you're just like, what the fuck? Or someone that is like an incredible... I'm not a wizard. Fine. Every single time I say Ed the wizard, I'm gonna get a hell yeah from y'all. Yeah, hell yeah. But no, every single my purpose that I'm getting at is when it comes to this in particular. Let's take a look at that, right? Which is the fundamentals of like a power dynamic that is being set off of this, right? You have individuals who often appear in our lives, who might be geniuses, who might be come in and set themselves on a pedestal that is often hard to reach, often hard to understand and or comprehend. So going off of an environment like this, one of the first things that, I don't know, pops in my mind is, what does that mean for you? Have you often felt insignificant? He becomes a goal, yes. Well, I mean, it becomes an aspect of aspiration, but it's like at first you might feel insignificant compared to someone of such great power, right? Because you might go through the stages of traditional grief, which in time, for example, when I was a kid, I'll use myself as an example. I met someone that was like a really, really important individual in like that came into my family. Incredible individual. They were really, really smart, really, really empathetic, to the point where like just their charisma, just the way that they were out with others and the way that they treated others with so much empathy drove me to like come to a standard of like, I want to be someone that can be empathetic towards others and that others can go ahead and feel like that they have a safe space and community and whatnot with, right? They became like in the fundamental level a goal of trying to achieve. If this man has powers beyond like logical comprehension at the moment, would that not mean like a character, young character, an impressionable young character being introduced at the level that they are in at the moment, like, or age that they're in at the moment, wouldn't that mean that they are more impressionable to try and make that their own goal? My mind is scrolling onto this because why is this wizard out in the middle of the, like, you know, of all this, like, you know, snow and stuff? My mind is racing. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. My mind is racing because of this. My mind is racing because immediately something that comes to play or something that comes to mind, so something that comes to mind immediately is specifically this. Usually, the way that we interact with our environment interacts back with us. This is brought from Renner's ecological theory. You guys can look it up if you guys are in sociology. It's otherwise known as the sociological imagination. How we impact our environment and how our environment, such ecology, impacts us as well, right? So one of the big aspects through this is if we have someone like this, right, who's able to go ahead and completely change an environment, a whole layer of environment like this, what does this mean? Does this mean that fundamentally they are a threat to the societies that they appear in? Or did they just cross into a different multiverse? Or something like that. My mind is swirling because for me, it means that either this magical power that this wizard has enough, like either he's really, really well known and respected and something huge like this, or he is an outcast and his magic is quite literally a threat to the societal standards and societal expectations that have been placed upon this world. One or the other. And that's where my mind is. Oof. Sorry guys. I don't mean to just like, you know, blabber on for a little bit, but like, whoa. Sad I missed the first. This is barely the second episode, my friend. You're good. This is barely the second episode. Also, welcome on in. Like, whoa. Whoa. Oh my god, dude. What a fucking wizard! Holy shit, bro! It's just like, you know what? We're all going on a field trip to Disneyland. You want me to do it again? This is absolutely wild. This is epic. Because then for me, it's already like, oh, fuck. I wish I had a paper with me. It's setting up layers of power dynamics, layers in which even us understanding this story, dude, Sabe, how do I do this, right? Like, are the characters that we're seeing in the grand scheme of things, are they just pawns in a chessboard? Is this giant wizard dude, like, is he a central? Okay, without spoilers, is this wizard dude? Ed, when you gonna do that? Soon, hopefully. Is this wizard dude a central piece in like League of Legends in like the actual game? As I said, I don't know anything about League of Legends. Like, I know it's a game. I know people play it. I know people say, like, you lose your life to it. But I really don't know anything of it. Kind of lore-wise. Okay, we don't really know. Yeah, well, actually, that's a good question. Did he teleport or did he just time skip? They don't give a lot on him. Because if you did just time skip, then that's literally just going through into a safe environment, right? If it's teleporting, then it's quite literally taking a physical body, right, with everything in essence and being able to go into another location. And that's terrifying in of itself. And couldn't this also mean that having teleportation is in of itself one of the most threatening things that you can do? Because yeah, because if he has teleportation, wouldn't this just mean that it is like a danger into the society that you live in, because you can teleport anywhere at any time? So I'm surprised that certain magical attributes and like whatnot hasn't been just completely outlawed. Like, no, you can't do research into teleportation. I'm sorry, you're trying to be like Goku? No power scaling allowed here. Oh, I'm sorry, you think Saitama does this? No power scaling allowed here. Like, I'm surprised that they're not just going in there and automatically banning certain things, because it automatically represents a fundamental change into the society that is present. You might be very important or just some random mage. For me, this is solidifying that his area of importance is probably like, if we were looking, hold on. If we were looking, if like I was like, let's say this kid was telling me this story, right? And as a psychologist, I'm hearing his story. This character in this grand story and his grand narrative would be probably in the chronosphere, right? Now, it's not just environmental changes that takes over the course of life, but in terms of even just power dynamics wise, right? We have someone that can literally grab an individual and throw them out into a different environment, causing a displacement incident, causing a whole shift in their environment and their ecology and their own personal stressors and what they like, what they can feed on, what they can't do, so on and so forth. This person is like, in terms of a power scale, if we're really going to go there, is probably someone that we would have to go ahead and watch out for. Dude, when you guys said Arcane has like interesting shit, I didn't think that we'd go like, It's oh.
How?
Bro, can that be me? Oh no. Oh no. I wonder, I'm so happy. I'm so fucking happy that you guys chose this show to analyze. I'm so fucking happy. I am so happy that we have this show to analyze, because this little scene speaks volumes. Hold on. Wait a minute.
How?
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, welcome to the cooking stream, where I think I just found something that I like. If it doesn't come true, don't think that everything I state is a prediction or anything like that. It's just something that I'm noticing, especially when it comes to a young, predictable mind. Like, I don't know what else to put, right? When it comes to a young, like, quite literally, like, innocent mind that is very impressionable by a lot of the aspects. The hat is new to me. Well, welcome on in. You guys say yes, chef, whenever I put on this hat, right? I want to hear a bunch of yes, chef. Guys, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to cook with me? Say yes, chef. Let's go. Yes, chef's in the chat. You guys ready? All right. Yes, chef. Okay, I see it. I see it. All right, there we go. Okay, so one thing that comes into mind is there's a lot of times when we're close to dying and when we're in an environment where a close one is enough to dying, that we can go ahead and remember a lot of the core details that are happening in that environment, in that session, in whatever's happening, right? So, for example, near-death experiences, a lot of people can slow down time, even for just a little bit. Your brain is able to go ahead and cap a lot of different information, and people replay that trauma over and over, right? Or something really, really impressionable, getting married, so on and so forth, has big moments in our lives that we can go ahead and conceptualize. This moment right here might be a really, really big, important moment for this character. But as an adult, as a teenager, whatever he is, Nick, thanks so much for subbing. Appreciate you a ton, man. Like with the near-death experience, exactly. But as a teenager adult, he has these things, these rocks that he's working on that look kind of like the rock that is given to him and kind of like the rocks that he has on his wrist. Look. The wizard has a bunch of rocks on his wrist, very similar to the rocks that Powder gets. So here's my big thing: are those rocks needed to form some sort of big like transportation thing? And if research is done appropriately, couldn't you go ahead and start a full transportation aspect like this? Right? Or like it's able to go ahead and levitate them, lift them up as though they're completely weightless and able to go ahead and transport things from one area to another, even an individual. So what is he doing with these rocks? Because he has the rocks that the wizard has over here. Like, you know, mom is saved. And then boom. What is he doing with the similar rocks that this wizard has? This for me is tying in this experience with him as a child and him as a teenager, and it's showing me that he is following a very cyclical line of thinking, a very cyclical pattern, in order to go ahead and establish himself or try and go ahead and grab himself into a very, like, maybe similar aspect, technique, whatever that the wizard used. My brain is swirling here because it means that for him it's an area of growth, but also what challenges come from this. If he's trying to go in and go into this, right? Like if he's trying to go in and go into this, wouldn't this bring also a lot of challenges? Because all of a sudden that's a big proponent to have. And again, we talked about sociological shifts and stuff, right? We're talking about sociological shifts and what sociological shifts can entail. That's a huge fundamental sociological shift. Also, Saris, hi. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Guys, can we give a huge shout out to Saris, please? Give her the biggest shout out, please. Estamos viendo Arcane ahorita. Absolutamente me está destruyendo mi cerebro. I'm fucking mind blown, guys. I am Bing chilling right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fucking like the level of detail in this show so far from episode 1 and like the beginning of this thing is like de donde la están viendo, porfa. Bueno, 9 anime. I don't know how to say that. But holy crap. I swear Arcane doesn't like waste a frame of a line or a dialogue. But for you guys, like, I hope guys, just remember, in case you guys are wondering, of course you have to pre-watch it. No, I haven't pre-watched anything. In fact, this was all decided on by Discord, quite literally, like, leading up to this stream. Like, I have no control over a majority of shit. If something fell, whatever, it is what it is, as long as it's not the lights that come and hit me again. They've been fighting hard for it. Por el Discord, sí, ellos votaron. So that's my number one thing is this is why it's important, guys. I love the shows like this that have so much attention to detail to every single little thing. Oh, man, what a good show. What a good opening here. Saris, episode 1. Fucking talk about trauma, right? I'm gonna give you a fucking air kiss, Eris. You're wonderful. Good recommendations. Good job, everyone, for voting on it. Episode 2 already starting off fucking fire, man. Fucking fire. Like, oof. specifically established for this show? I know it's a song by Imagine Dragons, right? But was this song specifically okay? We'll finish this song. Okay. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. If a song is specifically established for something, let me get this out of your way real quick. Thank you. Let me get over here. If it'll actually fit here, thank you. Okay, let's look at this. Imagine Dragons' enemy. I wake up to the sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that are told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. This really, like, in of itself, right? Yeah, it in of itself. We're gonna take it stanza by stanza here. And apologies if you're like, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't think we'd break this down like this, right? I wake up to the sounds of the silence that allows. Oftentimes I'll read the first two. From my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. Oftentimes, I hear stuff like this, right? Like, silence is a privy or is a privilege that a lot of people do not know. Silence in your mind specifically. But individuals that I do a lot of counseling to, a lot of individual sessions with, that have identity disorders tend to go ahead and, like, they find the silence too deafening. And when it comes to an issue like this, for me, it blows my mind because this is automatically pointing towards either the silence being an aspect as to, it being too deafening for the environment, for what is around them, and or a character who may be going through an identity disorder in this show or anything like that, or maybe multiple characters that are going through identity disorders in the show for themselves, right? From my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground, which might be torn in between two different places, right? Because my thing is, for your mind to run around with your ear up to the ground, that's such an interesting little pieces there. I'm searching to behold the stories that are told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. So essentially, the way that fuck, okay. The way that people tell stories about us, right, are very different from when you are cast. And we'll use ourselves as an example. How many of you, right? How many of you have quite literally been casted as the villain in somebody's stories? I'll be honest, I've had, right? I've had a good number of people who, like, you were their hero, and then all of a sudden, because you called them out on something, you're now the villain. And every single action that you do, you are a villain. But guess what? These villain stories get more and more grandiose, right? And now people are paying attention to you. And now there might be aspects of you that, like, you're actually trying to make changes and you're actually trying to fend for yourself and or advocate for yourself or put up boundaries, and people weren't listening. But now that you're the villain and you're putting up these boundaries, well, now they have to adjust and now they have to be open to that. I just told the truth, man. Yeah. So for me, it's like this sounds like the beginning of someone with identity disorder who maybe they weren't really taken seriously in one way, but they're now taken seriously another. Now that, like, the entire world or atmosphere has turned for them. If I'm taking this through the perspective of someone telling me this one on one, they're right in front of me. There's no one else in the room. They're telling me this. They're like, hey, you know what? I wake up to the sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. Okay, well, what's happening? What is this silence deafening? What does this mean for you? What does the silence do for you, right? What does it mean for your mind to just go amok and, for you to have your ear up to the ground? You're trying to go and listen to whatever the earth may be telling you, right? Ceres, yes. Silence. I have a couple individuals with the ID in which they want silence. They want some of the individuals that at least I counsel with. They want to go ahead and either have a unified voice or everyone come together, or they're comfortable already with their alters and So one of them called them their peoples, and I'm like, okay, that's a-okay. But oftentimes silence can be scary, and I think this goes for anyone. Silence can be quite terrifying because it does allow your mind to literally wander. We'll put it this way: you have a fight with your partner. Your partner says, "Hey, we need to meet up, or we need to talk." You try and messaging them. Sure. What about what? Nothing. About what? Nothing. That silence in there, guess what it's going to be filled by? Your mind running amok. Yeah, it sets off everything. It sets off our mind literally going around and us literally filling it up with our cavern of our biggest dragons that we can find. Our anxieties, our depression, our everything gets filled in there because we don't have sound. Because we don't have a sound resolution. So even when I'm hearing this, I'm not just saying a person that this might be referencing a person with, like, say, identity disorders or DID or anything like that. This might just be the genuine fact that, like, when you stop communicating with the person and that silence is there, a lot of bad things may come to light. May come up. Your mind starts running 100 miles an hour, and all of a sudden you're struggling, to try and find what to fill that with. Anyway, we'll continue on through that. Otherwise, we're gonna overcook. Tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Oh, exactly, dude. Exactly with this line, it actually fits in really well. I'm searching to behold the story they're told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. They tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Bro, change. This is like. This is pretty good, man. This is pretty good. That's all I gotta say, man. Because it's actually hitting up on these aspects pretty well. A lot of times when you're in an environment like this, people will praise you. People will do anything. The moment that you start standing up for yourself, or the moment that you find something to fight for, or find something to do, oh no, we're not with you. Like, I'm sorry. You changed. You're different. You're stagnating. You're this, you're that. Like, you get told so many things, and that's why it's oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Look out for yourself, my enemy. Look out for yourself, but I'm ready. What's funny is when we get in that mentality, it can be true. And that, like, once we get into a mentality of being in our environment, our schemas, whatnot, start influencing that we are the villain. Do you know what happens, guys? We are more susceptible to being manipulated. When we get into an environment like this, where, say that, like, people are like, oh, this is your fault. You're worthless. How dare you get a B+ on this test? You're worthless. Look at your siblings. They could at least get an A. You're getting a B+? Like, if they keep making you out to be this enemy, all of a sudden, guess what? If someone comes around that's like, dude, all right, fuck it. Like, let's say that, like, B is like a standard or whatnot. You might be like, oh God, I guess I'll try for a B now or a C now or whatever. As long as my main purpose that I'm getting at is that you're more susceptible for other people trying to go ahead and bring you down instead of your own goals and expectations, rather than the expectations of your parents, figures, caregivers, or whatever, right? Which can make you yourself your own worst enemy. It can literally make you your own worst enemy because you don't know who to trust. And you're in a state where you might be at your most vulnerable and you might be crying for help. And you might be thinking that you are doing something so bad, despite the fact that everyone else is doing they're struggling as well. Because this thing, like, this is why I bring it up. At a young age, Voltina, hello, how are you? Guys, let's get a huge shout out for Voltina, please. Also, we need to set something up, Voltina, as well. Sorry, I've had a computer crisis after computer crisis, but we need to set something up, dude. But yes, when it comes to something like this, for example, I'll ask you guys, how many of you guys are your own worst enemies? How many of you guys, your self-talk is horrible? How many of you guys genuinely feel like you might have left your child behind? Oftentimes, when people get trauma at an early age, this is what we start to establish, right? And especially when they get turned into a villain at an early age or get told something like this, we live to different aspects. And even as an adult, I do some group therapy, and I was recently doing a whole group on saving our child selves, as silly as it sounds. I'll ask you guys this. When was the last time you played with your toys? And I don't mean those kinds of toys, you naughty, naughty boys. I meant like, when was the last time that you genuinely got some action figures or played tag with someone or went around and like, you know, like acted like a little kid? Can you still even do that? Or do you feel out of place? Do you feel like that child version of you is dead? I did today in Minecraft. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's awesome. I mean, I got an action figure. But like my point is a lot of adults don't do that. And sadly, what ends up happening, especially because of trauma, because of not being able to enjoy their childhood, stress during their childhood, any form of abuse of literal like grief, like major like depression, death, whatever you guys want to go through, it becomes a big separating line from the moment that there were kids to the moment that there were adults, and the in between gets muddy. The in between period is sort of like putting a filter over your eyes and you don't know what to do. And now there's these two different versions of them, right? That sometimes pop out, which is them trying to save their childhood self and their childhood self trying to save their adult self. And this happens for a lot of people that weren't able to go ahead and like safely transition from childhood to teenagehood to adulthood. And this is why I'll bring this up for you guys. Have you saved your childhood self? Is it still alive within you or not? These lyrics for this show are fucking deep. I don't know what the fuck this is going for, but I'm just bringing this out in relation to what we've seen in some aspects in the show, right? Like, whoa, dude, whoa. We've already seen trauma for V and for Powder. So I'm just like, where is this gonna go? And for the others as well. I take pride in being a fucking child and idiot. Good, 5 years, as you should. Okay, we're continuing on with that. Next one. I'll change it to fit. Yeah, I mean, playing video games is a way of... It depends. Do you play video games to enjoy yourself and enjoy the world? Or are you playing the video games to cope? That's a big fundamental difference I'll throw out there, right? Is my bad. Are you playing video games to... For example, if you're streaming video games and whatnot, are you playing those video games to entertain? Are you playing video games to cope, to just de-stress? Are you playing video games to actually enjoy and actually bring out that childhood self and like laugh and whatnot? And he hates the game. I don't know why. I'm trying to learn League of Legends, but no one wants to teach me yet. So anyway, your words up on the walls as you're praying for my fall. And the laughter in the halls and the names that I've been called. I stack it in my mind. I'm waiting for the time when I show you what it's like to be words spit in the mic. Wow. Okay. My do getting a little creative here. So oftentimes, here's the thing. How do I put it? Oh, I don't want to ruin my guitar. Oftentimes what you'll end up seeing in situations like this, because what I'm doing is your words up on the wall as you're praying for my fall. True, people do tend to go ahead and try and write for your destruction at times. People try and like wish that you were somebody else or that you were something else. And people call you weird names. Like people will literally say that you're the worst, the enemy of mankind, so on and so forth. It can get really, really, really bad, right? Like it can get pretty, pretty bad, especially the effects that has on a person's mind, right? And it can literally just like a lot of people that go through bullying at a young age, teenager years, and all of that. Sometimes it can get to the point where they're like, I'm literally just waiting to be an adult in order to exclude myself from society. This is how we get hikikomoris and aspects like this. Whenever the bullying and societal factors get to a point where it's too much, and they're like, you know what? I have to exclude myself altogether because this is horrible. I can't be in an environment like this, right? Another aspect that this brings up is your words up on the wall as you're praying for my fall. Your words up on the wall. Whenever I see this, I'm often reminded of adults who anthropomorphize items because for them, that is the way that they go ahead and talk. And this is, again, individuals with identity disorder, right? Especially like, say that say that I had a fucking, I don't know. Say that this baby Cthulhu here, right? I bring him on stream just because it's a fun addition to stream, right? So we have baby Cthulhu right here. Imagine baby Cthulhu, like every single time, he would like, I don't know, I would paint him on stuff, right? I would paint baby Cthulhu on like oh, do you see this mixer? Oh no, this mixer is now part of my family. Hi, baby mixer. Hola, señor mixer. ¿Cómo estás? Like I would start going ahead and anthropomorphizing different items into different environments and things, because guess what? That is me trying to talk to my childhood self and save that memory of my childhood self at times, right? Which again could come from extreme stress, psychosis, identity disorders, 101 different aspects. But for an adult, usually it comes from childhood trauma. And seeing your words up on the wall, oftentimes out of some of the encounters that I've had, I've gone into a person's home and they've been writing on the walls and they've had like the little design, like little smiley faces, and that smiley face is John. Hi, this is John right here. John, would you like to say hi to and it can be a lot, dude. And that's why I'm saying is, what a specific way of writing this out in the lyrics, your words up on the wall as you're praying for my fall, with a double meaning. But as a psychologist looking in, I'm looking at all of this, I'm like, that is relevant today. I still talk to Mr. Darkness. Yeah. It's also the kid reflex of trying to go ahead and understand ourselves, right? And trying to understand our environment. As a kid, we don't really have the ability to cope with a lot of different things. And if we're not taught coping skills, guess what we do? We put coping skills or a form of thought process into another item, right? Oh, baby Cthulhu, you want to what? You don't know, baby Cthulhu, we can't hurt them. They're good people. They're fighting for the cause. Oh, but if I throw Senor Pinguino with the little hand grenade, oh, that's fine? Oh, okay. Like, people don't really know the way that, like, sometimes our mind works to be able to break up our mental processes into different anthropomorphications and items like that. Like, whoa, what an excellent form or lyric to go ahead and throw in there. tell you you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Again, reiterating that and stamping that in. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Look out for yourself. Okay. Interesting that he says sympathy and not empathy. What is the difference? And this is all related to Arcane, by the way. Again, like this might be literally talking about all of our characters and stuff. What is sympathy, guys? Pinocchio. Yeah, a lot of people do. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the difference between sympathy and empathy? Anybody? I don't know. Sympathy, feeling bad for. Empathy, recognizing feelings or situations of. Sympathy is feeling sorry for someone that feels a certain way. Yep. You guys are hitting it. So, for example, a sympathetic person might just be like, "Oh wow, that sucks." Or even worse, right? Here's a clear distinction. You guys might be confusing this on your own. As a therapist, we try to be empathetic when we know empathetic language, right? I'm not going to say by the way, if your therapist says I'm an empath, like they're an empath, walk out, bro. If a psychologist says that they're an empath, like grab your things, walk out. Just straight up. We can be empathetic traits, right? But we are not fucking X-Men Xavier empaths here. Let me bring out the astrological circles and whatnot. But like, no, we can be empathetic. Absolutely, we can have empathetic traits, but we are not empath, right? An empath. We are not empathy itself. Big difference, right? Empathy would be something like that you had a really bad day, or let's say that like something really, really bad happened. Empathy would be meeting you where you're at. Meeting you where you are at. So, for example, and truly being honest about it. I can't possibly understand what you're going through, but I can draw from my own experiences to be here with you and try and relate. That is empathy. Sympathy would be, oh wow, I understand what you're going through. That sucks, dude. Sympathy, empathy. Yeah, big differences. One of them, you have to be and draw from your own experiences and so on and so forth. The other one is it can kind of come off as like talking down if not done correctly. So the reason why I'm throwing this out there is because he says in here, spare the sympathy. Then for me, the question that I ask in return is, where is the empathy for these characters? Oh, feels like a red flag in general. It does. It really does, Tails. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of does. But that's where this next question comes up is, spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Then where is the empathy for these characters? Or has the empathy just completely been lost? ¿Cómo están todos los que hablan español? Ojalá que estén bien. Okay, verse number 3. I'm hoping that somebody prays for me. I'm praying that somebody hopes for me. I'm staying where nobody posed to be posted. Okay, let's break that down. I'm hoping somebody prays for me. I'm praying that somebody hopes for me. This sounds like somebody that is lost. This sounds like somebody that might be displaced and that is like literally hoping that like family and or loved ones are there for them and that they're able to go and get that help that they need. At the same time, that sounds like a lot of ourselves in that aspect, right? If you fumble the pronunciation, oh, it's a rap part, but it's still important. Like, this sounds like somebody that has lost family or connections or someone really, really close for them, and in that aspect is still hoping that they care about them, that they're there for them, and that like would be out, like going out for them. I'm staying where no supposed to be, being a wreck of emotions, ready to go whenever, just let me know. The road is long, so put the pedal into the floor. The enemy of trail, my energy unavailable. I'm gonna tell them hasta luego. Okay. They want to plot on my trot to the top. I've been out of shape, thinking out the box. I'm an astronaut, blasting on planet rock. Just it matters more. I had not, because I had thought about wrecking havoc on an opposition. Kind of shocking. They wanted static with precision. I'm automatic quarterback. I'm talking, sacking, pack it up. I don't panic. Batter up. Who's the baddest? It don't matter because we at your throat. All right, hold on. Big screen. Okay, I'll big screen it. Hold on. There we go. Better. So I was gonna say, even if I haven't seen stuff, like what I'm trying to go ahead and talk about here, it's just psychological elements that may come out, right? Once hasta luego, holy, I bumbled the spelling. Hasta luego means see you later. What I find interesting is that this sounds like two different people. I'm hoping this sounds like a little kid that's hoping to be saved, right? And then it's a big transition to, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna blow shit up, and I'm blowing people up, and anybody that's in front of me, ba-boom! I'm gonna come blast it off the planet like I'm an astronaut. I'm gonna cause catastrophe. I'm gonna send shockwaves. Pack it up. I don't panic. Batter up. Who's the baddest? Like, it sounds like someone that may be trying to go ahead and like keep themselves in line here. I know. I'm going. I know. All right, hold on. It sounds like two different versions though. One of them quite literally being Imes, right? And then all of a sudden. So if we look at Imes, it's us being personal, us being vulnerable. And as a psychologist, you'll often see a psychologist, a good therapist be like, hey, you know what? Okay, I like what you just said. Hold on. Oh, thank you for the fry. Appreciate it. I got a fry. They just made some fries. They just made some food outside. It's 4th of July. What'd you expect? Fucking hot. Okay. I'm hoping that somebody prays for me. So I'm statements, right, is what I would say is like, hey, wait a minute. Where is your I statement in what you're saying? Do you have an I statement in what you're saying? A lot of times people are like, no, because they'll go ahead and keep themselves separated from feeling something. So why does it change from I'm being a wreck of emotions to third person? Or back into I's here. Ooh, wait a minute. I've been out of shape, thinking out the box. I'm an astronaut. That sounds like a little kid again. Wait a minute. Hi to your fam. I know, Tails. It's a good thing they're not just yelling like. It's a good thing they're not just yelling like "go." But look, I'm right. Personalized. Sounds like the little kid lyrics. I'm hoping that somebody prays for me, whatever. Then again, I've been out of shape thinking out the box. I'm an astronaut. What do a lot of kids want to be, right? Blasting off the planet to cause catastrophe. Oh, had I thought about havoc, okay. Then it comes back again where I ain't talking sack it. There are aspects in it. Edney, there are aspects in here where it feels like a conversation. It feels like a conversation between a kid's self and then an adult self. This song really, because look, the rest of that is like ready to go whenever. Just let me know. The road is long, so put the pedal on the floor. The enemy on my trail, my energy and available. And it's like a little kid saying, "I would tell them hasta luego." They want to plot on my trot to the top, right? And then the little kid, I've been out of shape, thinking out of box. I'm an astronaut. I blasted off the planet to cause catastrophe, and it matters not because I had not, And it sounds like a conversation. My mind is fucking blown. What are these lyrics? What are these lyrics? What are these lyrics, dude? It sounds like a conversation in my head. It sounds like a conversation between two different people, like a little kid and an adult. If Ed's like this, just reading the lyrics, like, wait till Ed. Wait, there's a music video? There's a music video? Okay, hold on. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Oh, the misery. Yeah, it goes again. Solidify. Actually, wait a minute. This right here continues to sound. Yeah, there's an official music by for this song, but I agree with Cough. This right here sounds like a little kid, dude. Doesn't it? Like a little kid holding on to like stuffed little toy that they have, and they're like, everybody wants to be my enemy, like, especially when they've been really, really traumatized and stuff. This is sort of like the imagery that I'm getting off of it. Like, because usually as adults, right, we say something and we keep moving out. I know it's a song, don't get me wrong, I know it's a song, and I know I might be looking way too fucking into this. This just seems like someone that's been really traumatized and going back and forth and like rocking on this, and or a little kid. Like I can imagine just a little kid with their like, their security blanket or whatever they're like, going into that. Pray it away. I swear I'll never be a saint. No way, my enemy. Pray it away. I swear I'll never be a. Comes my next thing. Especially for the chorus. Does this not sound like a conversation again? Like somebody like telling the other person, look out for yourself, spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Oh, the misery. It sounds like a callback. It sounds like a callback. Like it. Hold on. Come back to the top. Hold on. Yeah, this looks like a genuine conversation. The more I look at this, which is spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Someone yelling out at them. Look out for yourself, my enemy. Look out for yourself. Right. So it's sort of that resurgence of self. But once you turn to hate us, someone laughing. Yeah. Look out for yourself. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. This is like a straight up conversation. The more that I hear this is dude. Can we get Ed to analyze the song 3 times after once? Episode 3 once after. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but this is beautiful. I am like, I didn't think that we would like. I would get stopped by an episode analysis, an opening analysis again. But this is just the lyrics. This is just the lyrics. I'm so happy with this analysis. I'm failing, dude. I'm like legit from like the inside, the core of my stomach, just happy because this is like has hit on so many fucking aspects and points and shit that I whoa. This show was released into 3 parts, so would be best to spot analyze again. We're still not done with the opening analysis, by the way. But with that being said, I'm gonna take a really quick be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go pee. So I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second. I'll be back and we'll continue with the actual visuals of the open analysis here. And then we'll continue on with that. Give me un segundo, por favor. There's something in here that's like grabbing my attention. Hold on. Which is this. It's like there's a whole, like, quite literally, Vi is living in her shadow type of thing, right? Like, if this was made out of rock, it's like she only comes out of, or not, Powder is living in Vi's shadow. My bad. My bad. Like, if we're looking at this in particular, just like, look at this an example, right? And then, like, the cloak is gone. Granted, they're relying on one another the way that siblings mostly do. Arof, I know, we got the vid finally. The way that siblings mostly do, right? Like the way that we do tend to go out and rely on one another. But all of a sudden, her face is in dark and her face is in light. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I know it's not just for highlighting a character. Guys, we have to remember when we're looking at a show, an anime, whatever it may be, it is shot in a very, I don't know how to put it, in a very specific way, right? It is shot in a way that like every single detail counts. We have 40 minutes of this show and every single frame has to be accounted for. Every single second has to have some sort of meaning or something that the author wanted. Unless, of course, you're watching like an ecchi harem romance anime or something. But like looking at this, I'm like, just look. She's covered in red, of course, right? And yet she's covered in blue, but now her face is in complete shadow. Right? Now her face is in shadow. Ooh. It's anime, by the way. As an expert, I am saying this. Okay. Arcane is an anime. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. And her face is in light, which... Hold on. Her face is looking down. Like she's grounded to reality. Like she doesn't want to look up into the world and as to what's up there, right? And if you look, it's facing down and hers is facing up. Hold on. Her face is just complete, like now it's covered in shadows, but it's still facing down, right? A downward glance onto like, you know, what is happening here. It's sort of like a grounding technique, even if need be, right? And or facing what is truly happening. While Powder's, on the other hand, is looking up. Also, I might have been confusing Powder and Vi earlier, just letting y'all know. Because I just thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Was I just saying them mixed up the entire time? I might have been. Apologies. That's how you know. But, like, bold of you to assume otherwise. Like, wake up to the sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around. It's also interesting that they chose, like, this marble or this clay-like thing. I.e., it's sort of like an instrument of play, right? I'm not sure if this is what they were going for, but it looks like a clay-like item, or like, you know, like quite literally like you're chiseling something. The same way that sometimes we play with these characters. Realistically saying, like if you play League of Legends, these are your aspects of change. These are your tools for quite literally interacting with the world. There are 3D models without the textures, if I'm not mistaken. Well, even better, because that's quite literally a blank slate. And yet we're filling them in. What do we get when we mix blue and red? That's interesting. That is really, really interesting. I find that really interesting. Go to like. I'm trying to go ahead and stop it at the right time. No. Fuck. There's a purple X that comes onto their face. There's a purple X that comes right onto their face that I'm trying to go ahead and grab it, but it literally goes right in between them. And it makes me wonder, is there a purple character that's going to come through and separate them? Is this going to be the end of their relationship based off of that purple X that comes through and highlights the screen here? Like, it is quite literally one giant X that comes through for like a split second. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And oh fuck. Miscounted by a second. Anyway, you can see the purple over here. You can see the purple over here. Yeah, you can see the purple over here. And it comes out and it's right in the middle of them. And that's what makes me wonder is she's blue, right? Powder's blue, Vi is red. Together they make purple, but yet this purple X comes in between them and it makes them look like they're separating. And not only that, all of a sudden we get like this weird hazy like mention right in front of our eyes, sort of like a amnesiac type barrier, like some like sort of like a dreamlike sequence on both Vi and Powder. I see two X's, a blue and a purple. Yeah, yeah. So is this literally trying to go ahead and cancel out like, oh, 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 what is to come? Oh. Okay, if there's a cute cat person, is there like a mushroom person? Is there like a mushroom person as well? Like I'm just gonna start throwing out random things. If there's a cat person in this game, is there like a cupcake person? Is there an individual that like a giant fist, ta 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 ta, or a person with a giant sword in this game? Maybe it's foreshadowing them being a part of something. It could be. You haven't seen episode 1. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. What I genuinely find interesting is in the grand scale of things, right? We always feel like we can protect individuals and have them under our control and know what's best for them and try and make sure that like we care for them. But yet there's something always bigger out there. And I think that's a big portion that I'm trying to go out and get at is like there like even in this grand scale like and it's real. It's like it's a portion of realism in all of this, right? The fact that like we try and keep things that we love, that we care about, precious to us, safe, but yet there's always outside dangers that will come knocking. And if we're not ready, it can separate us and take us completely apart. And worst of all is change. Time. The concept of time can change us altogether, right? From being a poor child that knew nothing of the world to being someone that completely grows disgruntled on them. From being an individual that say like goes into studying this, being like, I don't know, praised for it to being feared for what you study. From being an individual that like, is able to go out and do certain things to later on in life not being able to do certain things. Like time is one of the greatest things that we have, and it's also one of the greatest enemies that we encounter as well, because we can't change time unless of course you have a power to change time, in which case fucking cool. But like, yeah, Fox is just a spicy cat. Eye Man. Why is my dude writing like what? What? You watch anything? But no. We just started off with this. And look, we get the purple again. Is this essentially what it's gonna be? It's like a sibling like fight thing? Because look, all of a sudden, blue, red, purple in between. I'm so fucking stupid. I didn't pay attention to this. I didn't pay attention to this. It's so fucking stupid. Episode 1 showcased this, and my mind was like, nope. Nope. Wait, is that powder? Is that powder? Hey, I've seen a lot of people. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, yo. How big of a time skip are we getting? Wait a fucking minute. Wait. Oh, my fucking mind is just like, I just went on a fucking journey here. Is that powder? What the fuck happened? Coughme, no. Guys, no. No, what the fuck happened? Oh my god. I'm so this. Have I seen people cosplay this character before? Yes. Are the cosplays usually phenomenal? Usually, right? But I didn't think that, like, what? That's all I gotta say. No, there's no. But it's powder. It's blue and red. Look. But like literally blue and red, guys. Like literally powder and Vi. And then we come all the way over here. Look. Blue light, red light. It's not used for any other characters out there. It's not used for any other characters out there. Look. That's powder, dude. That has to be powder. That has to be powder. What the oh, dude. Maybe a difference in ideology as to how things should be approached, or sibling rivalry, or bro, my I feel like I'm in the deep end here, dude. I feel like I'm in the deep end and no one you're burning at the stake. We need an overcooked tag. Like, bro, I feel like I oh. Cool. That's a pretty badass looking hammer though. I ain't gonna lie. That's a pretty badass looking hammer. I ain't gonna lie. Wait, aren't these the sparkles? The that blew up the room? Hold on. Or unless it's like a different technology. But isn't it giving off the same like sparkle like yeah, sparkle type thing that the fucking like rolling thing did? I'm still waiting on the Ed cooking emote. Dude, we need it. We need it. But like yeah, exactly, Coffee, waking you up. Those look like the eyes of someone that's hurt and not understood. Powder, what happened? Powder, what happened? Oh, my heart's breaking. Powder, what happened? Oh no, Powder. Powder, what happened? My heart, dude. What I find interesting though is the story that they're telling through lights, right? This is what I find interesting is throughout this whole thing, They're telling a story through lights. And even this little beginning sequence, hold on. Even this little beginning sequence here. We get purple, blue, red, red. So different ideologies that are being presented here, right? From someone that's looking down on, like, you know, trying to solidify themselves to someone that's looking up, right? To someone that, like, you know, gold, but we don't see blue or red again. We're seeing maybe on her, I guess. No, that's orange. Blue-ish white tint. Hello, hello, Lily Bunny. How are you doing, Lily Bunny Bun? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Golden light. But also, it's a story that we drive ourselves from these characters, right? Because some people have connection with League of Legends, with these characters. And for some people, these characters have saved them. I'm going to be straight up. I know a lot of people which anime characters and video games characters have saved their life. So I can only imagine what these characters must mean to some people. Like, I didn't think Oshinoko would be rivaled. Like, Narb, dude, I didn't think that this would, like, pack so much. But it's like, what's funny is if we look at this character, it even looks like wings, right? Hold on. My mind is fucking blown. I'm going to bring up this picture full screen for a second. It looks like wings. It literally looks like wings, like a guardian angel trying to protect the kids. Right? And then it instantly transforms to those wings not being the wings for him, but quite literally being like he's a gargoyle, or like there's another individual on top of him, like, you know, an actual menace, man. Boom. And it's revealed that it's actually a menace man here. Eye man. Bird looking thing. What I find interesting is that a bunch of marble and or rocks are all cracking up as you're going through this, right? Are we just watching one episode? I didn't know how long we would go today, brother. This is episode 2. Like, I'm just like, whoa, whoa. Wow. All right, here we go.
Let's go over it again.
You have to believe me. I didn't do this.
Relax, kid. We know it was a break-in, but that doesn't explain this. There's a lot of restricted items here, and I don't see any permits.
Oh,
you wanna tell me how you got them?
Hey, bro.
Her voice, bro. Her voice sends me fucking shivers, bro. It's like she's talking to my soul, brother. Like her voice is literally giving me like an orgasmic inner feelings. Like, ooh, that graspy, you know, like fucking Goblino voice, brother. The moment she spoke, I knew who it was. Bark, bark. Them lungs. Oh, dude, this is
Didn't do this.
Relax, kid. We know it was a break-in, but that doesn't explain this. There's a lot of restricted items here, and I don't see any permits. You want to tell me how you got them?
Hey, bro. Be careful with that, please.
I believe someone should have said that earlier. What happened here?
Science, I guess.
Last time I checked, science didn't require illegal equipment.
the U.S. begs to differ. Ah! Happy Independence Day. America moment. Only the best science. But science can be transformative at times if kept in the right environment. Science can be one of the most transformative processes. Do there have to be boundaries and ethical boundaries and all of these things? Abso-fucking-lutely. I will not argue that for 1 second. But does science genuinely help improve stuff? And do you sometimes have to push the boundary on what is there? Yeah. Sounds good, Nickmare. Appreciate you. Be safe. I hope the stuttering has completely gone away, guys, for
Science, I guess.
Last time I checked, science didn't require illegal equipment.
Nor was this
Yeah, let's go.
approved by the Academy. Who authorized your research?
It was an independent study. Who are you anyway?
I'm assistant to the dean of the academy, who it may serve you to remember is also head of the council. He sent me here to ensure that anything dangerous is removed safely, which, according to my list, includes you.
What?
Hey.
How am I dangerous?
No, that's for the council to decide.
Oh, fuck that, dude. You're telling me, hold on, you're telling me my dude who just created a weapon that could like help you out in this battle against the lowlands, you know, created, you know, a literal fucking ticking time bomb that could decimate an entire building. And your first thought is, you know what? We're going to arrest him. Despite the fact that like some of this might be in the other people's sides, you know, and you might want to go ahead and study it up a little bit more and, you know, use it against these individuals that you're so not cool with. Like, you know, they're like, nah, we'll arrest him. We're not going to study this any further. But yeah, no, that's the thing is change is scary, coughme. Absolutely. Like change can be absolutely terrifying. I'll punish him, but also take his stuff that we're punishing him for. Exactly. Seashell, yes.
Imprisonment. What a curious principle.
Adorable. Oh, fucking adorable. Oh my god. Oh my god, I need a little plushie of him. Adorable. Adorable. I need a little fucking plushie of him.
The physical body, yet the mind is still free. I do love a good conundrum. I remember the first time I saw you at the academy. You reminded me of myself, a scientist, ready to forge a new vector of experimentation. But sometimes we venture too far. No great science should ever put lives in danger.
Literally every science out there, my friend. Oh, hey, you're an astronaut. One malfunction. Uh-oh. Hey, you like to go on submarine? Never mind, that one's too early. Hey, you like to go bungee jumping? You know, like... like, literally every science out there has some sort of danger to it, my friend. Like, you'll have to be comfortable in sometimes being in the uncomfortable scenarios, right? You're like, and that's a big aspect through that is like, how far are you willing to push and what boundaries do you have before you yourself find yourself in a predicament where you're like, oh shit, we took it too far. Should I be adhering to the standards that are present? Most cases you should, absolutely. Not the USB. I think in the sense it's putting civilians' lives in danger. Saris. Stanford prison experiment. Put civilian lives in danger. We learned a lot in psychology. You know, a lot of the experimentation, even psychological experimentation done in World War II, put a lot of people's lives in danger, you know, like, that's what I'm saying is sometimes people, like, out of catastrophes and aspects like this, we start learning safety regulations. We start learning where that limit was, how far is too far, and we also pick up on elements that may come out of this. For example, power dynamics came out of certain aspects like that, right? But so is progress. Got to pick and choose. You can have a balance of both, though, if it's done appropriately, and I think that's a big element through that, you know?
Be honest now. What manner of inquiry was this?
Professor Heimerdinger,
Yeah.
I believe I've discovered something truly incredible. A way to harness magic through science.
Magic?
Yes.
No.
No?
The arcane is dangerous, Jace. A force of nature. Science cannot control it.
But maybe it can. I'm close to a breakthrough, I know it.
How old are you, my boy?
Audie, thanks so much for the raid. Appreciate you. Guys, can we give a shout out to Audie, please? I would sincerely appreciate it. That would be wonderful. Hold on, let me back it up.
No.
No?
The arcane is
They said it! Name drop! Name drop! Holy shit! Name drop! Guys, drop some Doritos. What the fuck? Name drop. No way. No. They said it. They said it. Hey, what's up? Coming into first stream. No worries, man. Appreciate you being here. They said the thing.
Dangerous, Jace. A force of nature. Science cannot control it.
But maybe it can. I'm close to a breakthrough, I know it.
How old are you, my boy?
I'm 24.
Ah. Well, I am now 307 years old. All my life I've pursued the mysteries of science, only to discover some are better left unsolved. This, I'm afraid, is one of them.
See, my thing though is clearly you've done a lot of work, but even my doctoral, like for my doctoral interview and stuff like that, we got asked, why? What is your story? Why? Why do you want to do your doctoral program with us? Why do you want to do your doctor program with us? Why? What's your story? What's your background? Why are you so interested in this? Instead, what it's being focused on immediately, and it's sort of, it might be empathetic at points, right? But it's a lot more sympathetic, which is, oh yeah, no, arcane and science don't go together. No, I'm sorry. Things are better left to explain. Sorry, my boy. Sorry. You know, at your age, I'm look at how old I am, right? Like, it could be a push to go ahead and study things more. Absolutely, don't get me wrong. But like, there has to be a little bit more of an understanding for communication to happen. Like, oof.
Own your mistakes before the council. Admit your work was dangerous, but speak nothing of magic.
Oh no, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Hold on, he's probably gonna go in there and be like, magic. If he does that, dude, I'm fucking done. I'm gonna throw baby Cthulhu. Like, no. I hope he listens. I hope he actually is able to go ahead and like understand, like, hey, if you're gonna do this, you do this somewhere else. You don't really open
Cover some are better left unsolved. This, I'm afraid, is one of them. Own your mistakes before the council. Admit your work was dangerous, but speak nothing of magic.
And he decides to do exactly none of that. Those eyes, magic. Guys, today I come to talk to you about Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering has over 500 million fans out there in the world right now. And today, with our promo code, no, I'm kidding. I'm not. He just goes up there and starts like shrilling Magic the Gathering and Raid Shadow Legends. But no, like realistically speaking, my thing is, if he really wanted to bring them down, what he should have done is empathize more, right? Reflect on that and just been like, okay, like, look, these are the reasons why, right? Like, him just being like, you know, you'll go out there, you'll apologize, and you'll say, no, I'm sorry, Magic Council. Oh, did I say Magic Council? I meant Council. I have done wrong. I apologize profusely as I look into your eyes and I stutter with utter and sincere shock, right? Like, you got to be over the top about it. Like, you know, you got to beg to stay in this university. But my dude doesn't look resented. It looks like he knows that his path is right. And he knows that, like, and sadly, this happens to a lot of people. I've had a lot of friends who have been doing their thesis or whatever on a topic, right? Like, say it was like artificial intelligence and future orientations towards societal whatever, right? And it had something to do with, like, this was before ChatGPT came out. You want to know what the professor said to them? I remember this coming out, and the professor was like, yeah, no, because we're never going to touch that. 2 years later, or a year later, ChatGPT sort of took over the world. When I talk to them, are they pissed? Yes. You know, it can be a little difficult, can be a little disheartening when people just tell you to stop your research, especially when you feel like your research might be beneficial. And now, of course, a lot of people are scrambling to go ahead and understand the psychological impacts that this technology might have on individuals.
Do that, and I theorize you'll get away with, how do you say, slap on the wrist.
Oh, Grandpapa. Hey, yo. I'm gonna tell you some. If this was just boxing, cool. But I'm gonna tell you something I don't like. There's one thing I really don't like. If she's just, if her whole practice at the moment is literally like ducking and weaving, cool, right? And being able to throw in. Where are her kicks? Why isn't she moving around the ring, bro? You got to get used to the movement around. You also got to be on your feet. Got to be light on your feet on this. Unless she's just trying to drive power through, in which case, like, cool that she has those gloves on, right? But what happens the moment that those, like, you know, that, like, say that someone grabs your hand, you're not able to move out. Good blocking though, phenomenal blocking. Skips leg day. L. Good stuff though. Especially look at how she's driving her power. Hold on. Look at her legs. I'm gonna slow this down just a second here. Boom, uppercut. Look at the leg back here. The slight tilt in her leg, just a fraction of a second here. The animators knew what they were doing. The animators fucking knew what they were doing. This is impressive shit, dude. In case you guys don't know, I tend to coach mixed martial arts at my local, essentially dojo gym that we have going on. Might not look like it, but I've been in martial arts since I was 3 years old. Practicing everything from Kempo karate, judo, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, you name it. We've practiced boxing. We've practiced it in my family. Generational thing, essentially. But like just looking at this, right? That uppercut, sweet. Dodge back, good. That goes 1, 2. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful form right there. That is a beautiful fucking form. Not just that, that slack jab in, her whole body moved forward a little bit to prep for this. Back from the barbecue. I know, man. I know. Like uppercut, duck, moves forward with that jab, and then boom. 2 jabs and then big, beautiful. God damn. God damn. That's all I gotta say is god damn.
Remind me why we bother with this dump.
Vander said to lay low. Enforcers never come down here, so
don't take your eyes off of your opponent.
Oh, what's the matter, Milo? You worried?
Kyo, thanks so much for the sub.
Hey, if she didn't keep fixing these things, I wouldn't keep missing.
Powder. Powder needs to be protected. Dude, I will give my fucking life for Powder. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. Like, Powder is just the fucking best, dude. She's fixing up like all the electronics and shit. The local IT like kid, like you as a kid when your parents were like, "Hey, why isn't my phone connecting to the Wi-Fi?" This is episode 2 TLC.
You guys know I wouldn't take you on a job you couldn't handle, right?
Are you kidding? That was the best job we've ever done. Maybe just don't take Powder next time.
Hey, yo. Hey. I love Powder. Oh my fucking god, dude. Achievement unlocked. Powder is fucking phenomenal, dude. But also just this little reprieve from her to him. Look at this. Just that little face, like the worst thing possible that can happen to Powder, I'm gonna be real with you, comes from Vi telling her anything bad. Like, you're worthless. Like, stay out of my way. Especially after that emotional moment that they've had in episode 1 where they're on top of the rooftop looking at everything else and they're supposed to, like, touch on stuff. Powder right now, though, I feel like the main reason why she's still around is probably because of Vi, right? And probably because of that, like that attachment that is there, the worst thing that can possibly happen is any type of dissolution, any type of like rupture process happening between them, because that could send somebody fucking spiraling. Eliana, yes, this is an anime, apparently. Is this the first show it has? It is, it is, it is.
Get back.
Bro.
Tell me where I can find them.
Top side of business ain't my concern.
It's every one of you trenches concerned now. Give me a name.
Hey guys, you should see this.
Search them.
Traumatize them. Hey guys, why don't you step out for a second? Hey, so this happened. We're just wondering if we could get your cooperation, please. No. Traumatize them. Walk on in there like the Terminator 4.50. You know, a bit. Oh God, dude.
It's got nothing.
Powder. Oh. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like a dumbass right now. I was like, oh yeah, the guns. My mind instantly went there. My mind instantly went to, oh yeah, just grab the guns. Just grab the guns. Like, you know, just grab the guns and shoot at them. Like they'll go away, right? Like you'll do some damage. Hold on. Hold on. Love the kick. Interesting to note that when he's actually being serious or his life is threatened, right, or he feels like there is danger there, he actually is able to get all the hits, right? He's able to get all the hits. He's able to go ahead and hold the gun right. No second thoughts to pull the trigger. Yeah. Like, so it makes me wonder when it comes to certain elements, especially for others. No, look at this dude. Nah, they hit him, but they just bounce out. Look, it hits them, but it just bounces out of their thing. Yeah, they all hit. And he thought it would do something. And he has like no remorse to pull the trigger. It's instantly going into protection mode. Yeah. He's a jerk, but can actually be skilled when needed. But at the same time, comes the question, right? Is it just because he was messing around in a big way when Powder was around earlier, as a way of maybe if like me joking around, if I hit some of these, it'll make her feel better. Him not being serious allows her the opportunity to take that state of like, even in a way, building up her self-esteem by being a little bit rude. I.e., there are some cultures in which that is like acceptable, where you learn that sometimes love is roasting, like being roasted or being like I hate to put it this way, talked down to at times, which is not cool. Don't get me wrong. For a lot of people, is a form of like for people to try and help build you up. So this is sort of where I'm wondering off of that mentality, because he clearly got all the shots here, and that's because he was aiming right, and like because like that like fight or flight instinct kicks in, so he's not actively like thinking about what's to come. It's like that tough love type of thing. Yeah. Like, I can be like, oh God, every single time Saris appears in my chat, it all goes haywire, right? Like as a joke type of thing. But it's like, maybe because they were standing, could be Seashell, could be. I'll finish my thought later. I was just making it as a joke. Hey, yo. This is interesting. Out of everyone in the group, who caused the most damage? Ladies and gentlemen. Out of everyone in the group, who caused the most damage to the guards? Powder. Powder caused the most damage to the guards. V threw the metal thing, but a whole guard got his arm fucking caught right in the fucking trap jaws of this metal thing that has fucking spikes coming through and like, you know, like holding it there. Like, bro, that could fucking break an entire arm like that. Powder doesn't give a fuck. Okay, that knocked somebody out. Fair. That was a good throw. That was a good throw, Vi. But from getting knocked out to having my arm squished like this, I think I would prefer to get knocked out. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think I would prefer to get knocked out than to get my arm just completely mangled by this like robot looking. Could be a concussion, true.
Over here.
Hey, yo.
You need to hide those crystals.
Yeah, no shit.
They did not.
You need to hide those crystals.
Yeah, no shit.
I love how casual Powder is. Like, yeah, no shit, dude. In that adorable little kid voice. I know. This kid.
House Pharaohs received your letter. They insist business is steady.
Steady is stagnant, Allura.
They wished me to remind you that it's thanks to their innovations that you are the richest person in Piltover.
Yet I remain the poorest Medada.
Excellent choice, Counselor Medarda. A supreme challenge, if I may.
We need something revolutionary, Allura. Something to put Piltover on the map.
Yo.
What of today's trial?
His name is Jace of House Talus.
A house? Remind me.
They're toolmakers. I believe they came to renown for their design of the collapsible pocket wrench.
Collapsible pocket wrench?
Favors him?
As far as I can tell.
This one.
That's, well, that's a child's toy.
Good.
The boy's got ambition. It's why.
Well.
Ambition? Darling, he nearly blew up our daughter.
Jace had nothing to do with that. He was robbed.
Oh.
We need to help him.
Caitlin's right. We've known Jace for years. Besides, we're his patrons. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us.
If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up for him, it's us. If anyone is meant to speak up
We should hit them back. We've got the numbers to beat them.
Yeah, let's teach them what it means to mess with
Oh
us.
no.
Take them. You sure that's what you want?
I gotta back up just a second here. There's something here that's striking me odd. Hold on. There's something here that's genuine.
Ambition. It's why we supported him in the first place.
Ambition? Darling, he nearly blew up our daughter.
Jace had nothing to do with that. He was robbed. We need to help him.
First off, what a cutie. Second off, good on her for standing up for her, what she believes in. Third off, what I'm scared of is immediately the expectations of this family that must be placed on her as a child. Must be insane, right? Which for me is oof, oof. It comes off as like already being pushed in an environment like this where you're not like.
Caitlin's right. We've known Jace for years. Besides, we're his patrons.
Yeah, you're right. That's besides, we're his patrons. Yeah, no, you're right. Wow, no, wow. He has ambition. Oh, you know, like,
Anyone is meant to speak up for him. It's us.
How far does that go though? Like, clearly there's an investigation happening, right? Clearly there's a lot of things going on, but why are you speaking up for him? Is it just because you're his patrons, or is it because there's some genuine care there? Are you trying to establish something? We've already invested money. Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking.
We've got the numbers to beat them.
Yeah, let's teach them what it means to mess with us. Take them. You sure that's what you want?
Let's do it.
We crossed that bridge once before. We all know how that ended.
You're just protecting your kids.
I'm protecting our people.
What I mentioned, first off, guys, I am not a wizard. I am not a wizard. I know I was talking about this in episode 1 when I was talking about stagnation, like literally situational leadership when it comes to stagnation and aspects of stagnation. What will end up happening like this? You're more than likely getting a lot of people that are remorseful on aspects like this. You're more than likely going to get people which derive far away from this, and they're going to be like, no, you know what? I don't like the way that you're doing things. And they're going to start a separation. They're going to start an environment where it's you versus them versus them. The biggest thing that he can do and establish why crossing that bridge or trying to go out and do something as a leader at this moment, if he wants to leave this thing, will literally make you into a monster personally. If you try and go and do things the wrong way, it'll turn you into a monster. Like you're going to have to dig a grave for yourself and for others that are there. It's tribalism at its finest. And that's what I'm saying is like, yes, there are individuals out there who might just want that immediate gratification. They might use very transformational leadership, which they might be all the Riz, right? They might be Riztacular 9000. They might come in here and they might be like, wait a minute. Can I get a hell yeah, right? As we march into this battlefield and we got all these suckers in there, right? We like, you know, they might just use all the Riztacular aspects and moments out there, but yet they don't understand that by doing this, they're putting everything and everyone at risk. Bye, Saris. Appreciate you. Good, thanks for the lurk. Like, it is a constant drive that can cause this. And that's my number one thing is if he positions himself in a thing of like just deflection, Verstacular, that's great. If he positions himself in a separative moment where he's like, you know what? No, we can't do anything. That's going to create dissent. That's going to create people that separate from him, and it's going to make him and his family more vulnerable. He has to find a common middle ground. If he does not, he fails. I'm just going to be straight up about it. I'm just going to be 100% straight up about it. Being in an environment like this where even people in your own faction are already, like, there's already something brewing, that is no good. That is no good.
Take them. You sure that's what you want?
Let's do it.
We crossed that bridge once before. We all know how that ended.
You're just protecting your kids.
I'm protecting our people. I'll do the same for any one of you. We look out for each other. It's the way it's always been. This will blow over. We just need to stand together.
The Vander I knew, the one who built the underground, wouldn't be afraid to fight.
Do I look afraid?
No. You look weak.
Ooh! Ah! If I could get the MLG horns. Oh my god. God damn. God damn. You look weak. God damn. I'm in trouble. Oh fuck, dude. Okay, no. You have to shut this down quickly. If you want to save the environment, you have to shut this down quickly.
Why isn't it doing anything?
We kicked the enforcers' butts with just the 4 of us. Imagine what the whole of the lanes could do.
Jeez, even Powder wants to fight.
So why aren't we? Spill it, Echo.
Okay, well, Vander's gotta deal with the enforcers.
What deal?
Oh no, bro. Oh no. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit. Council ready.
Happy birthday, Counselor.
Oh, Mel, this is too kind.
I'm told it was built only for the sharpest of minds.
And I bought you some ginkgo nuts.
So to be in this council, what does that require? And how can you even be trusted to be in a council like this? Is it just the council of the university, or is it just the council of up top? Because if it's the council of up top, wouldn't that just mean that they could benefit themselves in any way, shape, and or form? And everyone is required to go along with that? And you're taking away people's ability to go ahead and, like, I don't know, like, be able to go and elect things and be able to go and do things. Corruption by the looks of it. Because all of a sudden it turns into a kiss-ass competition at the very top. And I'm sorry, but I don't got enough kisses to give, you know? Welcome to government. Hey, Rob. Welcome to government. The upper city. It's both, I think. Ugh.
Don't you know I'm allergic? What are you trying to do? Kill an old man?
All right, dude. You have one goal. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up, dude.
Jace Tallis.
Okay.
You are accused of illegal experimentation and endangering the citizens of Piltover. What do you have to say for yourself?
What is your definition of endangering citizens? Why don't we start off with that? Would endangering citizens also mean putting them at the potential for risk? And if that is the case, have we not done that as a society by allowing those in the lanes, right, to have more of an impact in our everyday world, right? By not actually being able to build form of, I don't know, like oh, boo. What does it mean by experimentation? And can I have you as my lawyer? Bro, I would just start psychoanalyzing everyone in there. Like, why are you holding on that, right?
The materials were far more dangerous than I was aware of. And I now know my actions were against Academy regulations. What I did endangered people. It was reckless.
Hey,
and
yo.
for that, I'm sorry. I ask the Council's forgiveness, and I hope that I can continue my studies.
I was wrong. Oh, man, I thought that this was going to take a really dark turn. Hey, well, at least he gets to go ahead and continue being, like, doing what he needs to do, like, legitimately. I'm glad that he took this route, right? Because at least he can go ahead and repent and keep his studies and do what needs to be done. Like, At least he listened to that advice. If he wants to be a university student, I probably wouldn't have. But like,
As Jason's
where's the
patron of
ukulele?
many years, I can speak for his character. I believe that one day he will be a great contributor to our society.
He destroyed a building. Is this the sort of contribution we can expect?
If you were a scientist, you'd know you can't make a prototype without breaking a few wrenches.
Do you have anything to show for your work besides an explosion?
No. It came to nothing.
So you're saying your study was meaningless?
It was
Hold on. No, because even statistically insignificant results still lead way into the literature that is available for something. So you say it was meaningless? If you're studying, dude, even if you don't get significant results, it is important. It adds to the fucking literature that is available. It helps people understand. It helps people take what needs to be done and advance from there, whatever field or whatever society needs to go on and have, right? I'm sorry, but nothing is meaningless. Define what meaningless is. Is it meaningless that you got up this morning, went and brushed your teeth and got ready? Was that part of your life meaningless? Or is it meaningful because it actually keeps you from, I don't know, having bad hygiene? Right? Define meaning in that, right? Even from failure. Failures are still a result. Exactly. I mean, she might elaborate. Hold on. I am I'm getting all fucking like tilted on this, dude. It's like, oh fuck, here we go. Fuck up.
It came to nothing.
So you're saying your study was meaningless?
Tails, appreciate
It was
you.
revolutionary.
Revolutionary?
Oh yeah.
How? All I see is a boy meddling with things he doesn't understand.
Yeah, and all I see is someone really, really rich trying to go ahead and get him more information as to how that could benefit them. Two ends of the same coin, right? I mean, all you want is results. All I'm trying to do is get you those results, but we need to have some failures in between. Jeez.
The Academy seems to have loosened its standards.
This is a fine line. If we condone this, what's
ridiculous,
next?
really.
The council has more important.
Why is the Academy pronouncing this is
Never mind that.
I was trying to create magic.
Every fucking time. I'm not a wizard. Magic. Sorry. Magic. Sorry. Magic. Oh, God, dude. Oh, baby Cthulhu.
The council has more important.
Why is the Academy pronouncing this is
Perhaps we should just finish.
I was trying to create magic.
magic?
Arcane talents are something you're born with. They can't be fabricated.
Actually, I believe it is possible.
Has anyone even tried it before?
The Arcane is the curse of our world. My race was nearly destroyed by it.
Surely we, the pioneers of science, can use it for good. We're the champions of discovery. Why fear it when we can master it?
Jace, enough.
This is the city of progress. Think of the wonders we could create. Let me prove—
Enough! You don't understand what's at stake.
Maybe let me get my point across, but I mean, fair. He just completely disregarded everything you wanted him to say. Fair.
But how can
Fair. Oh.
That's a burden that only I here carry. Time. I've seen this power in the wrong hands. It corrupts, consumes, lays waste to civilizations. That cannot happen here, my boy. It must not.
See, but your trauma does not define our trauma. There seems to be cycles of generational trauma at play where all of a sudden I experienced, and sadly this happens with a lot of older people as well, right? Which is, I experienced this, therefore you must not go through that same path, even though times are completely different. And aside from the trauma of immortality, like, it's any power can corrupt, any actions can cause any consequence to happen, right? So this is why I'm bringing this up, because it's like, a lot of times we experience this from our parents, which is, oh, I'm doing this for your better, like for better good, or for because I've been through the same road. It's like, yeah, you were in a very similar situation, but at a different point in time, right? Humans have to worry more about progress because their lives are so short. So he doesn't understand that. Yep. On the learning to, yeah. That's why it can be a bit rough, but that's why even for ourselves, right? Have you identified what your generational trauma is, or if there's generational trauma inside of your family? And are you trying to go ahead and be the one that starts breaking that cycle, or have you perpetuated that cycle onto the next generation?
Heimerdinger is right. Piltover was founded to escape the warmongering of mages, not cultivated.
The ethos is clear. He must be banished from Piltover.
Please let me speak. As a lower house, my voice doesn't carry much weight here. But as a mother, I have a voice that matters deeply. My son isn't in his right mind.
Bruh.
His entire life, he's chased an impossible dream. What he did was foolish and unwise. But he has a good heart. Please, let him come home.
A crime like this can't be overlooked. The boy must be punished.
A violation of the...
Bruh. Like, I understand the mom trying to step in and trying to, like, be there for him and care for him and all of these things, right? But maybe approaching it to a different scenario, like he has such a curious brain that, like, you know, with this establishment or whatnot, he can really advance. Instead, coming through and playing the opposite role is just going to get more disdain. That is rough. That is rough, because you're like, as a mom or as a dad, how would you approach the situation? Say that your kid is up in trial like this. What would you do differently? Wow.
The boy must be punished.
A violation of the ethos calls for banishment. But I can sympathize with a young man's dream to change the world.
That's all you've been doing, dude. I'm like, I love him. I love the grandpa rat. But like, he's like, I can sympathize. That's all you've been doing. You're like, you not once has it come like, why are you doing this? Tell me the reasoning why. When did you first get inspired? You know, you can play grandpa in League. He isn't bad kid. He just doesn't understand.
Perhaps in this matter, a lesser sentence may suffice.
Good. Now I love you even more. You're giving me a roller coaster, man. You were giving me a roller coaster, man. I didn't know how you were going to go. I was going like, ooh, 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 ooh. I love you, man. I love you. Good.
I move that Jace be summarily expelled from the academy and remanded to the care of his parents. All those in favor? You may take your son home, Mrs. Tallis, but he is never to set foot on Academy grounds again.
Proceeds to set foot in Academy grounds again. I feel like anything he tries to go ahead and use as a statement, as a definitive, is more than likely going to come back around. Oh, God. Just because it already happened once, so I'm seeing the Shakovian guns being placed here. Kick help. Bruh.
First time I've been invited to the lanes. It better be worth my time.
You see, that's your weakness, Marcus. You carry your chin so high, you fail to see the opportunity below.
Who are you?
You're looking for 4 children. The ones running circles round Piltover's finest.
What about it?
No, don't look so concerned. I'm about to make your day.
Oh, that eye, dude.
I still remember the look on your face when you found these.
Hammer boy,
Jace,
there we
please. If I hadn't spoken, you'd be lost to me. I had to say something.
Magic saved your life.
Yes. But it won't save yours now. You need to let it go.
I could have convinced the council. If my...
Bruh, this fucking breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because how many times, and I've encountered this a lot recently. I do a lot of group therapy and stuff for kids as well, teenagers, adults, end of life, 101 things. And one of the big aspects that I had a conversation on recently was some of them really want to get into like audio and visual editing, like that is your passion, and like all of these wonderful things, right? And they were telling me that like they're really, really passionate about it, that's all they work on when they get home. They get like anime and video game like clips together, and they make like, you know, cool editing stuff, and that they want to go to school and study that. And literally a couple weeks ago they were like, I can't do that, it's unrealistic. I have to go and work as an accountant. I have to, and then it's like, what the fuck happened? And then, like, I had a full conversation with them, and I was like, oh, my parents told me that that is not a dream, that might be a hobby if I have time for it as an adult, that I should just let that dream go, that I will never be a good enough video editor or good enough audio editor to make my dreams come true. And I was like, that's not for them to decide though. Like that's also up to you to decide what you want to do with your life. And sadly, a lot of times parents have these conversations, and while they think that they might be doing what's best for the kids, right, in terms of the advice that is given, oftentimes it can just have a detrimental effect and completely like, yeah, and completely destroy a person's aspirations and dreams. And oftentimes, like those hobbies, those dreams that they might have might be a passion, might be one of the biggest passions that we have as individuals to do something. And then being told that you can't do it, oof, oof. I was told to give up on drawing, focus on important things. Then when I was a teenager, took me till my 30s to go back to art school. Yeah, dude.
Own family won't help me. I'll find someone who will.
Gian says, if you're really interested in doing a creative career, you need to see how it is professionally it can get. And if there are high-paying jobs you can achieve, at the same time, you don't want to ruin your chance of getting a normal job. Well, Gian Yun, my big aspect is if you want something, go for it. Legitimately. If there's something out there that you genuinely want to do, what's stopping you? Is it stopping you the fact that you're afraid that by going out and adventuring this that you're going to fail? Life is full of failure. I hate to put it this way, but I've learned a lot more from my failures and from the fear of failing than I have from my successes. Like, I will, like, is it risk-taking? Yes, right? Are there times where sometimes you might be, like, doing something? Sure. You need a normal job from time to time or something? Yeah. But if you're doing something that you genuinely want to do, and something that you're passionate about and love, genuinely care about, are you going to be at your old age wondering if you wasted your previous years, your younger years? Because oftentimes, when, like, for example, with end-of-life therapy, one of the big questions that are like conversations that get started is a lot of people feel like they got sucked into a 9 to 5 and that they never got to experience something that they truly enjoyed, something that they really felt like doing because that was snuffed out by society, parents, whatnot. So that's why I'm like, oof. But I can at least choose a new degree if I don't like something. Yeah, exactly. But they're good conversation topics, right? Like, that's why I'm bringing it up, because it's like you guys are bringing up some really, really good conversation topics in regards to this. My mom asked me if I really wanted that. Oh, Lena. Oh, no. Interesting topics, though. Interesting topics. This is still Arcane Blade Dragon. I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely what I realized when I'm choosing what I might do. Yeah, exactly. Hey, John. Good stuff.
No, that foolish boy.
Yeah, I must admit, his theory intrigues.
If dangerous ideas didn't excite the imagination, we would never wander astray.
Could it work? Could these stones really invoke magic?
Nonsense. It's far too unstable.
Could you stabilize it?
Me? Why would I? That only leads to more problems. And that poor boy has enough of them already. There. Come tomorrow morning, his research will be safely disposed of. Lock up.
You sure about that?
No. Magic is far too dangerous in the wrong hands.
Will he live?
Long enough.
That's a cool shark, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's a pretty badass shark.
Beautiful, aren't they? Yet, up there, on the surface, no one even knows they exist.
They're monsters.
Is that a fucking kraken?
On the surface.
Like,
no
is that a fucking kraken? Holy shit. Is that baby Cthulhu's cousin?
Yet, up there.
Oh.
On the surface, no one even knows they exist.
They're monsters.
There's a monster inside all of us.
Hey, yo.
What? No. No, it'll kill me.
I'd like to let you in on a very important secret I learned when I was about your age, boy. You see, power, real power, doesn't come to those who are born strongest, or fastest, or smartest. No, it comes to those who will do anything to achieve it. It's time to let the monster out.
Bruh. What does that do to the neurons in your brain? Because I'm sort of wondering, is like, what does that biochemistry look like? Like, if you take that, like, if you take that drug, and it's clearly like, you know, starts giving you weird shit like that, what are the ramifications or the what it needs to have for its effects? Ooh. Why would you do that? Like, bro, ain't no way I'm drinking that. I mean, it depends, right? Because it's like, is your life in danger? Would you take that? And then also, I guess here's the big one is, what if you already perceive yourself as a monster? Does this go off of the perception as to what a monster is? Ooh. Probably amplifies your anger or your emotions, right? Your negative emotions then. Shiny purple, why
They
not?
won't see you. Your name's no good now.
Oh.
My dad says you're a misfit. And that we can't be friends anymore.
So why are you out here?
I'll be your friend. I think we'll all be your friends. That's... Hey, yo. That sucks, dude. My heart is breaking apart. Because, like, she's clearly out here waiting for him to return or something to have this conversation. Oh.
Yeah. I'm a misfit too, I suppose.
Oh.
What will you do?
Join the Talus Hammer business, I guess?
You can't do that.
No, I can't.
Come inside, Caitlin. Now.
But always listening to mommy. Are you sure that's the right answer? Right, because if you keep listening to mommy like that, are you sure that you're ever going to live for yourself if you have to live for whatever mommy calls? If mommy's like, hey, get over here, Caitlin. Caitlin, get over here. Right. Otherwise, you're a bad girl. Like, what? Like, no. British head, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Realistically speaking, like, one of the big things that's coming out of this, though, is especially being called out to like that, being forced to come in. As parental figures, we all switch roles, right? We go from, like, at least parents usually have to go through a role shift from being a parent to being more of a counselor / caregiver, not caregiver, but just like a counseling perspective, right? So you usually are a parent, you have to like lay down boundaries and so on and so forth, to being more and more hands off to let your kid become more independent. In a situation like this, though, where they're still reprimanding decisions, they're still expecting people to follow. Oof.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to explain.
I think you've done enough.
Fuck, dude. Fuck.
You
My
said
boy.
this was a robbery. Did they take anything dangerous?
Hard to say. We don't exactly know what we did find, let alone what we didn't.
This mention of magic has the people afraid. The culprits must be apprehended.
We're doing our best, Counselor, I assure you.
Your attitude makes me question if your best is up to the task.
We'll find them. Don't worry.
We've conducted exhaustive interrogations. Frozen commerce for half the district. With all due respect, Counselor, don't you think we've pushed them hard enough?
Do whatever it takes. Turn the Undercity upside down if you have to. Just find them.
You want another war? Because that's how you get another war. So here's my question. And you guys can call me an idiot for this. It's a-okay. What happens if there's, like, say, a major fire inside the upper cities and they have to go out? Is the only way out through the bridge? And if it is, wouldn't that just mean that, like, they can be excluded as well and people can literally... So that's sort of where my mind is like, is the lanes essentially the only place for them to go, or this like underground area? Politania, yeah.
Welcome to the last drop. What can I get you?
4 sump rats will do. Search the place.
I think they have airships.
While
Okay.
you're wasting your time, how about a proper drink?
I'll take the strongest shit you got.
Oh. Oh. Oh shit. I love how scary this is. The way that they've animated this, and that you can hear the weight of the person walking. It's like their authority just being there, right? Like a constant presence. You can feel sort of like the fear of trying to hide from something like this. Like, ooh. There's a monster in the room.
You be careful with that.
Nearly forgot. I ran into an old friend of yours. He had some stories. You weren't always the peacekeeper, were you?
Yeah, well, you can't escape the past, right? Be a shame if I had to put them on again. Cast irons, well, it's hard to clean.
What did he just say? Hold on. I love the sudden threat. Like, hold on. He's just like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, well, you can't escape the past, right? Be a shame if I had to put them on again. Cast irons, well, it's hard to clean.
Bro, if I was him and I just said something like that, and my man was calm enough to be like, hey, you know what? It's pretty fucking hard to clean. I would be like, I'm sorry, sir. let me gracefully just bow out. Apologies. Sumimasen. Oh, powder. Oh no, powder. Oh, bro. Close the fucking door, dude. Bro, I got fucking anxious for powder there. I was like, no way they're gonna catch powder. Oh, bro, what is this show doing to me? Ugh. Ugh.
You people down here are all the same. Mistaking arrogance for bravery.
Okay.
You think you're standing up for something? But we all know there is a crime behind every coin that passes through this place.
Oh, okay.
You're just a small man in a little hole the world forgot to bury. And I'm gonna bury the lot of you.
That looks so bad for you, though. Considering that this might keep growing. Like, it's like a big snowball falling down a mountain. And because he's not acting on quite literally to try and, like, I don't know, be there for others as well. I know that he's trying to go out and be there for the kids and save them and everything. But everyone else has been looking up to him as a leader. And him not being able to adapt to the situations as they're being presented and favoring one specific area, it's going to skyrocket to a point where he might be excluded or outcasted as well from his own group. This is what I'm afraid of for him, where he might just try and protect the kids, right? Protect, say, Powder and Vi over and over, and like that might be his main goal. But during that process, everyone else might start seeing you as the person that could never lead anybody, as the monster that like kept everyone like stable or everyone stagnating, as though that, like, you know, they had the opportunity to take back or fight or do whatever. I am terrified for him. My heart goes out to him because he's in a lose battle. Like, no matter what actions he does, he's in a lose battle. If he does actions and all of a sudden he sees, say, Vi and Powder start taking those actions, he's gonna feel like he failed as a caregiver. If on the other hand, everyone else excludes him, he's gonna feel like he failed as a leader. So what is more important to him? The role of a father or the role of a leader? That is rough, dude. Holy crap.
You all okay?
No, we're not okay. They almost saw Powder. What if they took her?
No one is taking any of you. Never let that happen.
It's already happening. You heard him. They won't stop. We need to fight back. And if you won't...
Oh, no.
I will.
Even Vi is saying this, dude.
I've heard this kind of talk before.
Who are these heads, by the way? Like, this is a genuine question, but what are these heads? Are they the heads of, like, gods or, like, magicians or like the first founders or like I'll bring this up just for a quick second on this like that. What are those heads? Like a genuine question. If you know, please do state it. I think they're the founders. I don't recall exactly. The founders probably. Also, hi Nito. Sorry to say hi.
Why are we here?
You still don't understand.
What I don't understand is how you can work with them.
We were here. We saw what they did. I grew up knowing I'm less than them. That my place is down there.
Yeah.
I want Powder to have more than that, and I'm willing to fight for it.
So was I. I was angry, just like you. I led us across this bridge, thinking things could change. If I hadn't, your parents would still be alive.
Ooh.
I know you
all that
hurt
guilt.
the Topsiders for what they've done to us. But who are you willing to lose? Milo? Clagger? Powder?
Well, not just that. Let's go into a worst case scenario like this. They're being hunted down by these enforcers. Should something happen, say these enforcers go out of hand, are you okay? Are you genuinely okay? Say that the enforcers took the lives of one of the kids. What does that mean? Does that change the dynamic? Are you now filled with a lot of guilt and regret and whatnot? Do you pass that blame on to somebody if someone were to pass away in that group? And vice versa. What if like say you experience like Vi experiences Powder passing away or Powder experiences Vi passing away or both of them get to experience the other members in the group passing away? What does that mean for them? Does that change fundamentally who they are? Is that another trauma point added into the many list of different trauma things, right? What does the package even look like for both of these kids? Like if I were to ask you guys, right? Little introspection moment. If I were to ask you guys this, what does your trauma look like? Like, for example, if you could say, you know what, my trauma is like a backpack that I carry all my trauma in my backpack. For some people, their trauma looks like a freight truck, right? For some people, their trauma looks like an entire like house or estate or something like that. What does your trauma look like? And that is something that I'm genuinely curious about for these kiddos and for Vander as well. Like, what and how?
Wins in war, Vi.
What are we gonna do? The enforcers will come back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
So good, dude. Oh my god. Just the setting, the animation, the environment. Oh my god, bro. Like I hold on. You guys can probably hear that. Hold on. I gotta mute it because it's like he makes food and then he walks around with the giant boombox. Oh god. This is so amazing. Holy. No. Take a step back. Take a step. Oh, no. No, take 3 steps back, please. In case you're wondering, can someone realistically get to this phase? Yeah. Yeah. If you've been working on a thesis or you've been working on something for years, if you're in your doctoral studies or university level studies, I will say this, if you're feeling stressed out, search for help. Search for help, guys. Even if you're not, even if you're in your work environment, wherever you are in life, search for help. ladies and gentlemen. There are professional help available to you guys somewhere out there, right? It doesn't have to be me. It can be anybody else. It could literally be anybody else out there that's a professional that can help you guys out, because being heard and being understood and having someone to empathize with you is huge. It's important. It's important to be able to let certain things out. I'm looking at this, and this is somebody that lost everything, right? If we were to look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs real quick, think about it this way. And I know I bring this up from time to time, but I bring it up because it's always important to look at and realize what is going on and how does this apply to the setting placed here, right? If we were to look at it, what happened? He was over here. He was in self-actualization. He was being creative. He was trying to go to problem solve, so on and so forth. That broke. Self-esteem, confidence, achievement, respect by others broke. Friends, family, relationship, or sexual intimacy. Well, family broke because all of a sudden that one was sent back, right? Friendships, well, who wants to go ahead and be a friend with somebody like him? Security. Does he have security, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. That's questionable, but that's 3 solid jumps. Those are 3 solid jumps, dude. That is horrible. He literally went from being at the very top all the way down to safety and or physiological if need be. His status, his esteem, his friendships, the family that he had, where like, you know, they were being his patrons and whatnot, broken. It feels like everything that he just worked up to gone. So my dude is probably feeling very, very, very alone. Wow. What a Arcane is blowing my fucking mind. Like, I think it's reasonable by the amount of time that we spent on this show so far. Like, this show has been blowing my fucking mind, dude. Yeah, Mister. Yeah.
Am I interrupting?
The hell's your problem? What's that? Another list with my name on it?
Bruh.
Actually, yes. But only because you signed your notes. Every page, I might add. A little egotistical, don't you think?
Is that why you came? To insult me?
No, I was intrigued by what you said at the trial.
That makes you the only one.
Yes, well, I wanted to talk about your work. This hex-tech theory of yours.
It's not a theory. I saw with my own eyes what magic can do. The lives it could save. You've no idea how beautiful it is. And now it's gone. No one believed me.
Nobody's ever believed in me.
Oh, dude.
Poor cripple from the Undercity. I was an outsider the moment I stepped foot in Piltover.
Empathizing, let's go.
Didn't have the benefits of a patron or a name. I simply believed in myself.
Oh.
Which is why I'm here. Because I think you're onto something. I want to help you complete your research.
This character is growing on me so much. I don't even remember his name. He's growing on me so much. He came in, and the first thing was like kind of snobbish, kind of like, yeah, Victor, kind of like standoffish, kind of Juanito said Victor, so I'm just going with Victor because that's what he called him. Kind of standoffish, kind of whatever. And then he like, you know, like, oh yeah, no, we came to get this and we came to get you or whatever. And all of a sudden it went into, oh, you were right. This is curious. This is awesome. Like,
no one thinks it can be done.
Good shit.
When you're going to change the world, don't ask for permission.
But please do ask for permission. Please consider the ethical boundaries at play. Don't just go willy-nilly, because remember, there is a lot of unethical stuff out there. Like, you know, make sure that it...
I don't even know your name.
It's Victor.
There we go. Chat was a little early in spoiling the name, but it is what it is.
Vi, where you been?
Rumor is the Lanes are gonna fight.
I have a bad feeling.
Look, I
I made them for the enforcers. These are smoke bombs, and those two are full of nails.
She just made a nail bomb, and she's shaking it. Powder, 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 powder. What the fuck?
Smoke bombs, and those two are full of nails.
Powder just creating fucking nail bombs. Oh, the powder. The one that didn't work though.
They're gonna work this time. I know it.
Me too.
Oh, dude.
You know, Powder. What makes you different?
The bunny. Wait, wasn't that the bunny that she couldn't get? Ah. 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 Vi, don't you hurt baby Powder anywhere, dude. Because if you hurt Powder, oh.
Too strong. Always remember that, okay?
What the hell were you thinking? Going into the last drop. Do you have any idea what you've done?
I was getting results. You heard the council.
You're a fool. There is no stopping what happens now. Maybe it's not too late.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Sorry, I know we were somewhere. That comes on and Enemies is on. Hold on. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. My brain. My brain. I know.
Maybe it's not too late.
And yet this one, it shows like two young girls, sisters, girls, whatever. And it's a completely different song, but it's the same. Oh. I'm fucking terrified. Oh, Powder's too cute, dude.
Don't worry my head, 'cause I know my heart is tied to mine.
Choco milk. Oh. He's trying so hard, dude. She didn't. Did she just... Oh, she didn't. She didn't just set up a meeting with them or something. Or do something like that. Oh, no. She probably heard the information from the kid and sent it and is either going to get captured, right, as a way to try and, like, you know, take the blame and get that peace factor out of it. Oh, no, she did not. That is going to cause such a fucking rift. You're talking about literally a dissolution, hence why Powder is feeling the way that she's feeling. Now, all of a sudden, Powder has trust issues, even more built in, out of a situation like this, and everyone else, because you took a turn because you thought it was best out of everyone, so you decided to take the fall. If she decided to go that way, oh no, dude. Oh, please don't tell me I'm right. Please don't tell me I'm right. This is gonna, oh. Why? Why? Fucking cliffhanger. Why? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. What? Oh, just when it's getting so good. Oh, God, dude. Next episode now. Oh, God. Next episode now. Time to start episode 3. Guys, it's time to start episode 3, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, it's so good. It's so good. Hold on, let's see. Does it continue? 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 I can't finish the show tonight. I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. It's 4th of July and my family and stuff is here, but holy fuck. Wow. 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 Hold on. Let me just talk about it. Let me just talk to you. Can I get a guys? We finished episode 2. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fucking phenomenal episode. Not only in 2 episodes, it's already told a full story. We've gone through a full cycle of understanding, of growth, of abilities, of everything, of hell yeah ass kicking. We've had a full on understanding of what it means to be able to grow, of like literally the attachments and the requirements between one another and the expectations that are being set, right? What do they value in this society? We like it's introduced so much in 40 minutes. Fantastic fucking show, or under 40 minutes technically. We're gonna be realistic, like 36. Phenomenal fucking show, ladies and gentlemen. I am wow. Each 3 episodes fits an arc. Fueron estrenados en 3. Oh, so they were shown in episodes of 3, yeah? Hell yeah, brothers. I did not know that. Like, that's fucking amazing. As I'm understanding this though, as we're going through the series, like I'll be honest, as I mentioned this before, I've never played League of Legends, right? Of course I've heard of it, right? And of course you see people cosplaying the girl with like the like all the time, some great cosplays out there, right? But I don't really understand any concept as to what these characters actually represent, right? And so seeing this and going through the story, I like it's driving me personally to one, be invested in the show, 2, try and pick up the game to play it if anybody wants to help out, and 3, literally, like I don't know, these characters are like family. I don't even know what the fuck to say. Like it's so good. It's so good. It's muy delicioso. This was new to a lot of players too. We just knew a bit. League Cinematic MS When. This was new to a lot of players. Oh shit. Okay, so you guys just knew a little bit. Un buen fan de lo siempre de Arcane. Increíble. Nunca lo juegues. Soy level 400. Y te digo que no lo juegues. Well, I'm trying to learn. I am trying to learn. I'm trying to learn a bunch of new games. Like, for example, if I started playing Only Up, would you guys be interested in seeing me fail? It expands the lore. Dude, phenomenal 2 episodes. 2 episodes. And look at how far we've gone. How much we've established and done like everything. Bueno, y tenemos getting over it. Oh God. The most memes that have come out of the show is warning people never to get into League. Like League cinematics, yeah, I would be more than down. Guys, I hope you guys are having a happy 4th of July. Bienvenidos, happy 4th of July. Feliz Día de Independencia si estás en los Estados Unidos, Independence Day. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm going to say this again. Did I expect episode 2 to carry this much weight? No. No, I did not. Did I expect this show to just come out swinging the way it did? No. I did not. However, does this show carry a lot of weight with it? Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. I am so beyond happy to have been here with all of you guys. I am let me know what you guys think on YouTube. Did you guys like it? Are you guys having as much fun as we are? I'm having a fucking blast doing this. I hope you guys can genuinely tell. I know we had some mic issues, tech issues, although I hope that gets edited out for the most part. But we had some mic tech issues. It's all fixed now. It should be all good for that. So I hope that all gets fixed out. But with that, guys, if you guys want to help out, we did have to get a little laptop to help with actually being able to stream while my desktop gets fixed. If you guys want to help out with that, I have a Ko-Fi set down below, since all the videos on YouTube are going to be unmonetized, and of course here on Twitch they are unmonetized as well. But thanks a ton, YouTube. I hope you guys like it. Come and join us, dude. It is in rotation with Bunny Girl Senpai, Arcane, Steins Gate, Heavenly Delusion, so on and so forth. Like, come and join us, ladies and gentlemen. We tend to stream throughout the week. It tends to be Friday and Sunday. Those are like the big days, and then other days in between whenever I have the opportunity to.